In this video, we will discuss the removal of the Cobra camera head as well as the reinstallation. The tools you will need is a 5/64 Allen key, a set of needle nose pliers, and some 100% clear silicone. We'll start by removing just the 6 set screws that are around the base of the camera head here. Do not remove the cap set screws, only these 6. Now, once removed, you are going to grab the camera head with one hand, the spring with the other. You're going to give it a little bit of a twist to decompress the spring, and mostly a pull. You'll notice the inside of the camera head is not threaded. The spring expands into the camera head to hold it in place along with the set screws. Now, you only have a couple inches of slack on these wires, so do not yank them too far. You can break them. Now, inside the camera head is where the pin connector plugs in. You're going to use your needle nose pliers to unthread just the knurled ring on the pin connector, which you will get a better view of as we take it out. It is a fine thread on the pin connector, so it will take several turns. Once it is completely loose, though, the pin connector will pull straight back off the camera head very easily. Notice that I am not grabbing onto the body of the pin connector and spinning that or the head itself. And that's it. So this is the knurled ring here that we were grabbing onto with the pliers. And you'll see inside the camera head, there's a nut. You definitely do not want to spin that as well. Now, for reinstallation of the camera head, the process is reversed. You'll plug the pin connector into the head. It only goes in one way, so if you maintain a little bit of pressure, you'll feel it click in. That's where your notch is. Then go ahead and retighten it with your needle nose pliers. Now again, it is a fine thread, so it will take several turns to get it in there. Once the pin connector is in snug, just get on that knurled ring and give it just a good little quarter turn tight, and that's plenty tight enough. Inside the camera head, there is a notch right here on the body. It lines up with one of the set screw holes. You'll want to press your tension wire against the spring, hold him in place. Line up that notch to the tension wire and go ahead and get them started on one rung of the spring. Once there, you can apply some of your 100% silicone to the exposed rungs of the spring, and this will help lubricate the camera head down onto the spring. You don't need a whole lot of it, just enough to provide some lubrication on the way down. A little bit of a twist, mostly a push, and you're good. You can wipe off the excess silicone. Lastly, you'll want to add a little bit of silicone into each set screw hole. This will act as a thread locker to keep the screws from rattling out, but still allow the screws to be removed in the future for service needs. And we'll go ahead and put each screw in. And once it starts to catch, just a half turn tight is plenty enough to hold them onto the spring. And just go ahead and do it every other one, just as you would your lug nuts on your vehicle wheels. And once you are done, you can go ahead and wipe off any excess silicone, and your camera is ready to use.